Hey guys, this is your buddy Randabiss again. Wanted to show the results of the higher power load build compared to my previous video on the RSST. This is on the hcigar for as everybody knows, it's a 3-post dripper. I'm only running it with a single coil right now. This is a 0.67 ohm micro coil, and it has been wicked as a dragging nano coil would be wicked. So that's, once you get your post in there, your coil in there and locked down, stick the thing you wrapped it around back into it and fold it upwards so the hole that remains is pointed upward. And this is how this setup fires on a fresh Sony VTC4 battery. It would probably fire similarly on this 2900 milliamp hcigar 18650 PF. This battery has the 10 amp limit continuous and I think 18 amp pulse, and you have the Sony VTC4, which is 30 amp continuous output. I think they can hit 50 technically on a pulse side. Would have to double check. It's either 50 or 60. But you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to blow yourself up. Anyway, unlock our M-16 here, and I'll give you a couple test fires and a couple vapes real quick, and then we'll get this video over with and try to keep it short. I do have a few other comments and stuff, but I think I'll save those for the thread itself rather than this video. So, there you go. And you see, it is very responsive. Now, if this were nano, I believe it would be even more responsive because those wraps get so tight. And, and it increases the surface area of the coil and things. So, and this is with the 0.8 by 0.1 millimeter ribbon cathode wire I got on eBay, 60 feet for $6.50 shipped. I'm just playing with my ribbon here. I normally use round wire, but I've been experimenting with ribbon again, and I'm really having much better results than I did last time. And I think a lot of that has to do with I'm learning to build better. I've only been doing the rebuildable thing for a few months altogether. Previously to that, I used stock coils on everything and didn't own any drippers or an RSST or anything like that. All I had was my VAMO and an SVD, and I was doing the Pro Tank thing. But I decided on a lark just to get a couple of these things I kept seeing and hearing about, and it's one of those things where it's like, fuck a Pro Tank, fuck fuck all that shit. I'm just gonna build it myself, get it right, and have an awesome vape I don't have to mess with for quite some time, other than changing wicks out. Since I'm using cotton most of the time, it's about a 2 or 3 day limit on your wick before you want to change it out, because they start tasting pretty nasty. Anyway, one more little test fire. Still doing the dragging thing just right. And I don't want to burn off all the juice on here before I vape it for you, so just add a couple. But it's still pretty wet. I know it wasn't dry yet, but I just wanted to make sure I got a good test fire for you, and we'll get a good vape on it now next. Now, as I'm putting this cap on, I have to make sure that, I don't know how well it can be seen in the video. My lighting's not good, and this is just a shitty camera phone, but my coil hole is right there, and you can see it. You know, from my perspective, you can see it. And as I explained about dragon coils, the whole rest of the coil it has cotton wrapped around it. And you can YouTube more detail on that, or ask in the thread. And I wanted to comment, since I'm running one coil, I only need one air hole. So I took some electrical tape and taped up my other hole. And it's holding a seal well enough with that little improv there. But line up your hole, your air hole on the cap, with that coil perpendicularly. So just like that. And it needs to be perpendicular because as the test fire shows, that all the vapor shoots right out of that hole. So those holes need to be perpendicular to each other for you to be able to actually suck in the vapor that's coming out. So without further ado, here's again 0.67 ohms single coil on the Sony VTC4 Fresh. Alright, that's your first test vape there. Now we'll do a 5-second draw. And here's a 10-second draw. It's probably technically a little longer than 5 and 10 seconds. I'm just kind of guesstimating time. But that's pretty damn impressive, I think. This m-16 is a good mod. If 101 Vape still has it on sale for $25 and you don't want to wait on Fast Tech's slow ass, then go get you one. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Silver plated contacts really do make a difference. I thought it was kind of a you know, kind of urban legend type thing. No, that shit's true. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and happy holidays.